I want to go over some of the best AI productivity tools that you can actually start using in 2024. So, by the way, the links to all the different tools that I'm talking about are actually going to be in the description, so you can check them out. I'm on this website here, zapier.com, and so they've got a list of some different productivity tools. And I actually have experience with some of these, so I'm going to tell you which ones are actually good and which ones necessarily aren't. So, let's start with different categories. So for chatbots, everyone knows about ChatGPT, but there's also Claude 2 and Bing AI. But I don't think there's really any competition here. ChatGPT would be the clear winner. I think it's way more advanced than either of these other two. For content creation, Jasper AI and Copy AI are both really good. I actually personally know a little bit more about Copy AI, and I think it's a really, really useful platform. So this is what their website looks like, and what they're basically doing is you can generate copy basically. So if you're doing email marketing or if you're doing social media, so you can go right here and you can see all their different use cases. So for email marketing, it's actually going to analyze your target audience, the voice brand. It's going to help you with subject lines, calls to action, and even writing your emails for you. And then for example, social media, it can help you a lot with, writing custom posts for all the different platforms. So if you're creating content on YouTube, for example, and maybe you want to create like a version of that for LinkedIn or Twitter, then it can help you with that, speed up the process. And it's really, really cool. So for grammar checking and rewording, I actually have a subscription to Grammarly. For Grammarly, I actually have the premium subscription, which I have been using for a while. And so it's going to renew in October 14th for me. So I think it's really useful. I've been using Grammarly for a while. You can quickly just start typing stuff here, and it's going to quickly identify the mistakes for you and just correct everything for you. So it's really useful. You can also use Grammarly for plagiarism checking. So it's literally going to check it in real time to tell you if your content is original or not. So Grammarly is really useful, and the link is also in the description for that. For video creation and editing, so I use Descript, but there's also Pictory and InVideo, which you can use. So for Descript, for each of these, I've got videos, and I've got links in the description as well. So if we look at Descript, for example, right here, go to the website. Descript is really useful. It does a lot of different things, right? So it's doing video editing. You can use it for podcasting, screen recording, for transcription. So if you're a content creator and you want like one software that you can use that does pretty much everything for you, it even does voice cloning, by the way, with AI. So if you want kind of everything in one software, then I think Descript is probably the best one. It's super useful, super convenient, and the link to that is in the description. You can check that out completely for free. Now for image generation, what I would actually recommend is probably Midjourney because I have the most experience with that, but Stable Diffusion is also pretty good. But we've all heard of Midjourney, and I would recommend that. It's really useful. You can generate very interesting custom images. Like you can just tell it exactly what you want, and you can regenerate a couple times and it'll just keep changing it for you until you're satisfied. And it could be really useful for creating thumbnails for YouTube as well. Now for voice and music generation, they're talking about Murph, but I actually use 11 Labs. So let me just show you. So I use 11 Labs, and I think it's just so much better. The quality of the voices is also much higher. Like you can quickly clone a voice as well. You can do a new project. So I've done a bunch of projects here myself. And I think 11 Labs is definitely a lot better than Murph AI or some of the other ones out there. But you can check them out as well. 11 Labs also has a really good subscription model. So I currently have the creator one, but you can get started completely for free using the link in the description. I would also say that the quality of the voiceover is also better than Murph AI, and you're also getting it a little bit cheaper than Murph AI compared to the features. For knowledge management and AI grounding, now Notion is actually really good for this. People talk about this all the time, and there are people, creating all sorts of templates and workflows on Notion. So I think Notion is pretty good to get started. For task and project management, I'm actually using Trello, which isn't even listed here. And they have a completely free plan, which you can try. For scheduling here, they've got Reclaim, Clockwise, and Motion. So I actually know a little bit about Reclaim, which I'll show you right here. So it's super useful actually. It's using AI to help you schedule your work week. So if you've got a bunch of random tasks and let's say something comes up and there's conflicts, you can just type it in and it'll automatically reschedule things for you based on your priorities and kind of figuring out where the spots are throughout your day. So it's a really intelligent scheduling tool and it can actually combine directly with your Google Calendar. So I would highly recommend it as well. So these are basically the tools that I'm familiar with. So there's lots of other tools that you can use. There's tons of AI tools coming out all the time. But the tools that I'm mentioning in this video are tools that I personally am familiar with and I've used a lot of them myself and have subscriptions. So you can find all of them linked in the description below, and you can also watch videos where I review some of the different ones that I talked about. So I hope you found this video useful, and I'll see you in the next one.